And a very good day to all my viewers out there. This is video number 30 of the 2019 flood coverage. It is right now Saturday, May 11th, 2019. It's about 5:17 p.m. and I'm here in Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue where we've had some rain over the last few days. And my last video, official video that I made, was on the 29th, before these ones today. And I told you that it was probably going to be one of my last videos of this year, because the water levels had stabilized. Well, big developments. We've had some rain in the last couple of days. And look at this, the water levels are even higher than they were since my last video. Now, I want to make a couple of things clear. First of all, in my other videos, I was in Pierrefonds, and they managed to fix the system, the sewer system, so that the streets didn't flood over. Because as I mentioned, most of the flooding that was going on in Pierrefonds, Sainte-Geneviève, in the inland area, was because of the sewer system. The river was coming in through the sewers. They managed to fix that, but now the actual river is higher now. So now we're dealing with flooding on the shoreline, which is right here, as you can see. So you're going to see in a moment here the sewer system in Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue, which is backing up. Now look how high this water is here compared to my last video. Simply incredible. I don't know if you remember, this is a sewer that I was filming a while back that was overflowing. Look at this, completely submerged in water now. And as you can see here, coming up over the parking lot. So we're going to make our way west of here. We're going to check out the residential sector, see how the street is on Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue Street, or Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue Boulevard. But look at this here, this boardwalk is now just like it was in 2017, completely flooded, sandbags, totally useless in this situation here. The water's come completely over the sandbags. So now I'm going to pause the video, we're going to make our way west of here and see what's going on. I'll just give you one more shot here. Look at this. And this is very similar to as it was in 2017, as I mentioned. And like I said, I thought the water level was going down. I thought things were stabilizing. But as you can see here, water levels are rising again because of that low pressure system that we had. So I'm going to make my way west of here, and we'll check out the residential sector of this area. As you can see, flooding a lot higher than it was in my last video when I was here. So let's check out the western sector of the city here, of the town, and see what's going on. Alright, so we're about to go back on the boardwalk here, and you're going to see how fast this water is. Just wanted to show you something here. Look at this, tulips growing. Because usually the month of May is associated with tulips. And if you remember back in 2017, Ottawa, which is where we have the major tulip festival here in Canada, I think a large portion of that was affected by the flooding. So I don't know what's going on this year in regards to the tulip festival. But look at this, incredible. As you remember back in 2017, when I was doing my videos back then, the water was coming over this grassy pier over here. I don't see that happening now. And as you can see, ironically, even though the water level is higher than the last time I was here, that bridge is still open, the Galipo Bridge. So they probably figured out a solution to prevent the bridge from getting flooded. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make another video, and we're going to go check out Ile Perrot, and we're going to see what's happening there. And we're going to go by down there. I don't know if you can see, there's like a complex there. I don't know if it's a senior complex, but we're going to go there by the water, and we're going to see exactly what it looks like from that angle. But you can see the Galipo Bridge is open. So we're going to continue west of here, and we're going to go check out the main residential sector of St. Anne's, and we're going to go check out the park and see what the park looks like here in St. Anne's by the water. And I just wanted to give a little shout out to one of my viewers out there. has the name Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue as a channel, Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue, which he's been doing a pretty good job at doing a daily update of all the flooding in this area. But look at this. The water's starting to come right over this grassy area. Very similar to 2017. And like I said, one of my goals was to get to that area that flooded near Oka, Saint Marthe de la Lac, I think it was called. And I might just pay I think it's like $10 to get there and back. Might actually do that, get a video of that area, because that's the area that was hardest hit. But for now, I'm just focusing on Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue. And as I mentioned in a previous video, it's not really worth going to Pierrefonds because they've managed to stabilize the flooding there. And the best view of all this is right by the water rather than the sewage system. And there's the Gallipo Bridge right there, which I will be going on in a moment. And we'll see what it's like in Ile-Perrot. But we're gonna go check out down here where the locks are, because the locks, where the locks are down here, there's a measurement stick which will give us a good idea of how high the water is. If you remember, I was using that as an example of a baseline reading. And there's the Gallipo Bridge right here. And there's the bridge that the freight trains use, and also the AMT line, or the EXO line, commuter trains. Look at that water down there. So usually at this time of year, the boats are starting to come through here. But because of the high water level, I don't think they've opened up the locks. So there's that reading right there. It's at the 34 mark, almost at the 33 mark. So I'll pause the video right now, and then we'll head down to the main residential sector on Sainte Anne Street, Sainte Anne Boulevard, whatever you want to call it. And we'll take a look down here at what the efforts are like to control the flooding. Alright, so here we are at the Sainte Anne's locks, Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue locks. Look how high that water is. It's right up to that park down there, that grassy area. As we make our way west of here, this pier here is completely submerged. And what I'm going to do is, in the summertime, I'll show you what it normally looks like. And I'm talking about this area right here. You're actually able to go all the way down to this right here. You can't do that now. And there you can see this pipe right here is probably pumping water out of this basement right there. This building. Let's take a look inside. Let's see if we can see any, give you an idea what it looks like inside. Well, that's an interesting little angle. I don't think that's the actual basement. I think that's the it's like a sewage drain that you just saw. Now look, I know this is kind of confusing because where we were before, the debris line was actually higher. But if you look right here, you can see the debris lines looks lower. And I know a couple of my viewers out there were mentioning that, you gotta walk over this dike. A couple of my viewers were mentioning that the water kind of has a mind of its own. And I think that's in part because of the human intervention that's going on. And these pumps that you see right here. So as you can see, they did a pretty good job here. And they've managed to bring the water level lower in this sector. If you remember my last video, the water was pretty much right up to these dikes here. So they managed to lower the water level. But we're gonna go check out the park here. And again, the big difference between now and 2017 is this street is actually dry as a bone. And this entire area is dried out. So they've managed to apply some, I guess, engineering science to this. There's a beautiful robin redbreast bird. Just in time for spring. So I'm gonna go check out the park down here. And as you can see, the street's completely dried. The sewers have been controlled as well. So I'll pause the video and then I'll resume it once we get to the park down here. Alright, so as we make our way to the park here, look at this. They put these sandbags up as a precaution. But if you remember, when I first started filming, even a couple of weeks ago, the water was pretty much on the street. But they managed, like I said, it's all about the sewage system. Because once the sewage system is fixed, once they manage to control the sewage system, that's when you're going to see the water level start going down. And that's what we see here. Well, look at this. This is the area. This is the park. Golden Park. Some nice heavy equipment here. A lot less activity this time than there was about a week or two ago. But that's only, like I said, because they've managed to divert the water flows to where they want them to be diverted. And here you can see the residential area that I was talking about. And I'll just show you very, very quickly here past this line where the water is right now. Look at this. So they got the pumps going here. This area is pretty clear, but look how high that water is on the lake. Incredible. So I'll cut the video here and more videos to come soon. Alright, have a good day all.